Now I'm giving the floor to David Schulhin, who will tell us about the self-funded communities in Spain.
Thank you, Barbara. As our project is a little different, I wanted to start just telling that strength and weakness are relative to its context. No? So I will just give you some issues about our project and ask you to please consider if that it's positive or negative. No? In fact, in Japanese they have one only word for both. They have one only word for opportunity and for crisis. They don't make the difference. No. So what we do in Spain is creating self-funded communities. Self-funded communities are groups of people that save together to create a common fund, which will be used for giving credits to the members of this community. These credits are paid with small interest that accumulate through the year and are transformed into benefits that are gathered between the members at the end of the year. No, this community-based system it's not a new thing. They always existed. We just developed a new methodology for traditional systems that existed maybe since money existed and in different countries. We have collected 54 words in different languages that means the same: come together, save together, and help ourselves. No. So how does these traditional systems work? Normally, these are groups of 12 people that meets once a month, and they put a specific amount of money. No? For example, we are 12. There's 12 of us. We are going to put on the table 100 euros a month. No? So we're going to accumulate 1,200 euros every month, and this is going to be given to one of us. Okay, so there's 12 of us. Every month, each one of us is going to receive 1,200 euros. No, so that at the end of the year, everybody had 1,200 euros. No, so this is showing that, first of all, it is showing that low-income people can save. This is really present in southern countries. It's really present, and it is showing that it is possible to save, and that these people are saving even if they are not into a formal program. No? The second thing this kind of systems is showing that people save. When people don't save, it is not because they cannot save, but it's because there is not a methodology, or they are not forced to save. If we think a little bit, it doesn't make any sense to do these kind of things, no? Like, I save 100 euros a year. At the end of the year, I will have 1,200 euros. So why do I have the need to come with more people? Why do I do this if I am saving this by myself, no? So this is made because of social pressure. People need to be forced to save. If I do it by myself, I am not going to make it through. If I am in a group, I have this social pressure that is going to make me save. No? So what we are doing is taking advantage of this social pressure to help people to save. No? Taking advantage of this informal economy that is already present in our societies to help people save. No? Right now there are 6 million people organizing 300,000 groups around the world that are taking advantage of this social pressure and giving access to savings and small loans to collectives that are normally not reached by the formal systems, no? Either for geographical, economical, or social causes. No? Why do we reach these people? Why this kind of methodology reach these people? It is because the economical core and the management core of all these groups are rooted in the own community. It is not an external institution who is going to make all the management and the operations, but it's the same community. So this participation leads to smart adaptation. every group is going to decide what fits the best for their own reality, and that makes that it's like an organic methodology that can go everywhere, because the own users are going to adapt its content. No, we're using these tools, but we developed a second version of these traditional systems. Is a version much more flexible. It's a version that is adapted to our present economy. No, so for example, as I said, these traditional methodologies are forcing people to save. CAF methodology, self-funded communities, we are not forcing people to save, but we are giving the right incentives for people to save. No? Part of these incentives come for loans, no? Small loans. I will save and then I will have a loan, and these loans will going to be paid with interest. No? So in the moment these interests are accumulated, and at the end of the year they are given back to the members as profit for their savings. So we are transforming savings into investment. It's micro investment. No, I am investing in my community, and this investment is giving me economical profit at the end of the year, but it's also generating social capital amongst my own community. No, I am a social investor inside my own community. It's interesting to see that as I am a saver and an investor, as I am getting benefits and paying my interests, people are the owners and the clients of their own community bank. You know? Sometimes we think that maybe it could be risky to use people's savings, to use low-income people's savings to give loans. But in reality, there is a really, really small risk with these loans, because these groups are created with natural trust groups. People in these communities, they know each other. They are their closer, really, really close social networks. So that makes that the responsibility people have for this money, it's much more higher than the responsibility that people can have for money that comes from an external institution. No? When I have money from my self-funded community, I am owning money to my mother and to my daughter maybe, and to my neighbors. And this makes that I cannot fail. This makes me responsible, not only when I have to pay the credit, but most of all when it's time to ask for a credit. I am going to think twice if I am really able to pay these credits, no? Because I don't want to hurt my own community. It's not good for me to do it. Concerning credits, there is another big incentive for saving, and is that every community is going to determine a relation between savings and credit. Most of them say you can ask for a loan 4 times bigger than what you've saved. No, so first, before asking for a loan, you need to save a little bit. No, so this first of all is an incentive to save. The more I save, the more I can get on a loan. But it's also a tool to avoid over-indebtedness. No, if you don't have a saving capacity, it will probably mean that you don't have a payment capacity. No, if you don't show me that you can pay, that you can save, it's really probable that you cannot pay for a bigger credit. No, so these 2 incentives for saving, the fact that I can get more on a loan for more I save, and the fact that I'm getting economical profit for my savings, have really, really good results. We have in our groups in Spain, the average growth of savings into a group is 300% on the first year. So groups start with really, really small amounts, but after 1 year, they start having a capital that begins to be a problem right now for us. It's not a good or a bad problem, it's just a problem. Because communities start having excess of money. No, people that normally needed credits, they start having excess of money, and this money is kept in small boxes. No, we have many of our groups have 2,000 or 3,000 euros on a small box, and they don't need it for credits because their needs are already covered. No, so this is being a whole challenge for us. Having this money on a box, first of all, is not safe. Second, we are taking no profit of this money, not economical profit, and we are not getting any social profit of this. And the third thing, and the most important maybe, is that it is restraining savings. People still have capacity of saving, but if I see that my saving is into a box and it's not being used, I don't want to save anymore. No, so we from the organization and the groups are working hard to get new ideas to what can we do with these excedents. No, so some of them. Some groups made up a system of community-based insurance. No, so they say, okay, we're going to put part of these savings into a bank account, and it's going to be frozen until someone of us have an emergency, and then we are going to give you this just for free. Some of them are doing small funds of capital risk for people who want to start small businesses. We had some experiences of co-development groups that wants to start co-development with their countries from origin. No, there is an Ecuadorian group. I am Ecuadorian. There is an Ecuadorian group who is starting sending money to their families, not directly, but through associations who give this money as microcredits amongst people in the rural world. No, these people pay the credits, and then the money goes to the families. Some of them said, okay, we're going to raise our savings until we have enough capital to transform our small CAF into a saving and loan cooperative, and we have 3 cases of it. And then we are right now trying to do we don't know if it's going to work yet, but Barcelona, it's the seat of experimentation of this methodology around the world. We are present in 8 countries in Europe right now, and Barcelona is the place where we try new things, and if it works, we just spread it around the world. No? So what we are trying to do right now, it's a CAF made of CAFs. We have 60 different groups in Spain, and they all have these excedents in their boxes. They all have small amounts of money in their boxes, and they don't have a structure necessary to give bigger credits, even if there's people in these groups that have needs for bigger credits. So what we do is making a group out of groups, a superior structure that functions exactly in the same way that small groups, but with bigger amounts of credits. No, this is not leading on informal. This is already a formal. They have a formal condition, and we signed some acuerdos. We have some arrangements with microfinancial institutions that are going to do all the analysis of risk and business plans, so that this group can have the tools to decide if they can give a bigger credit or not to the person who is asking for it. No? So this is a little bit our project. So about the legal condition. First of all, I would like to say I'm not at all an expert in policies, so it's hard for me to answer to these questions. But we've been working on informal in Spain for 8 years now. In South America, with CAF methodology, we've been working on informal for 15 years, more or less. And we had really good results. We can see really good results even if we are working on informal. This doesn't mean that we don't need the legal framework. Of course, that if we had a legal framework that would help our groups to go on, it would be much better. But I think it's not a condition to keep on going. Yeah, I think how policies could help us. Maybe it's the creation of a legal form adapted to this kind of saving groups. I don't know if in Belgium something like this exists, but in Spain we simply don't have a legal form for small saving groups. So maybe it's the creation of this legal form, or even the legitimation of informal economy that it's really, really present. Last year we had a study that revealed that more than 1 million people in London is involved in informal economy and in this kind of methodologies, of traditional methodologies. So maybe we have to legitimate informal practice and let people be the actors of their own financial inclusion. No? I think that's it. Thank you very much.